Now you're going to do some writing. Pretend you're spending a day at a movie studio helping on a new movie called Lost in Time. You'll have a chance to help the director and crew. You'll be asked to write some words and sentences. Write the best words and sentences you can. Don't worry if you don't know how to spell a word. Spelling doesn't count. Start by writing your full name on this ID badge.
It's my ID? Oh. Sorry. I don't like how I read it.
The stars need flowers. Here is the order to the florist. Sam, Dawn, and Felicia get tulips. Janet, Jet, roses. Write one word here to tell the florist to deliver roses to Janet, Jet. You're asked to edit a news release. Add punctuation marks where they are needed, and circle the letters that should be capitalized. These are the four main characters: Lucia, Michael, Grace, and Dr. Jonas. In the first scene, Lucia can't start the spaceship's backup control system. She tells Dr. Jonas that they must have the ship ready by exactly 10 a.m. What happens next? You'll have to see the movie. Go ahead.
Oh, was I supposed to write it here?
No, that's not. You're impressed that the child actors remember their lines so well. Write a sentence to the director complimenting the young actors on their talent. Use the words "in spite of" in your sentences.
Good.
An appointment is scheduled for this afternoon. Here's a note about it. The chief of photographers coming this afternoon. Write one word to complete the sentence. The ad agency wants some inside information about the film. Write one sentence that includes all of these ideas. You'll want to see it twice. Full of suspense, an amazing journey. Write one sentence including all of these ideas. Don't use the word "and" in your sentence.
Can I read it? Are you erase it?
The director asks you to write an answer to this fan letter. Dear Mr. Director, will you tell me what movie is your favorite? Signed, a fan. The director's note says, saw Night of Nights as a kid. Loved it. Based on his note, write a good sentence to the fan. Use the word which in your sentence.
Which?
The director received this letter from Janet. All stars needs should come first. This contract breaks that rule. When we meet, you said, as a star, Janet, you will keep top billing in the credits. Add punctuation marks where they are needed, but don't change the capitalization.
All stars should come first. Don't change capitalization?
Add punctuation marks where they are needed, but don't change the capitalization.
So, like, even if there's a capitalization, like, there needs to be one, I don't change it. Got it. Oh, wait. I got it. All stars should come first. This contract breaks it.
You are writing a report for the budget meeting. Here are your notes. Most sets are finished. Still need to hire a composer. Good composers cost a lot of money. Write one good sentence that includes these 3 ideas.
So I'm like writing a note to myself pretty much. So this is for like to get a movie done?
Okay, you repeat them.
That's okay. I need to remember. I got it. Right.
Here's a part of a magazine article about the actor Sam Lee. Mr. Lee's obvious skill would make you think he had a lot of training. He never attended acting school. Write one word to complete the sentence. In the movie, Dr. Jonas gives a speech about time travel. Here's part of his speech. The way we travel has changed greatly over the years. At one time, people couldn't imagine flying through the air in a plane. Someday, time travel will be just as commonplace. Write one good sentence to complete this paragraph. Your school newspaper wants you to write a short article about your day on the set of Lost in Time. Write it here. You can continue on the back page if you wish. You will have 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. Do you tell me when to start?
Go. You done?
Yeah.
You want to write some more?
No.
Now, I will say a word, use it in a sentence, and say the word again. Then I want you to write the word. If you're not sure how to spell a word, just take a guess. Write the first word here.
Oh, you just want me to write the word, not the sentence?
Mm-hmm. Okay, ready? Germ. A germ can be dangerous. Germ. Would. Would you please help me? Would. Waited. We waited for the movie to start. Waited. Reached. I reached up to catch the ball. Reached. She's. Do you know where she's going? She's. While. I played a game while I waited. While. Roasted. The corn roasted over the fire. Roasted. Wrongly. They were wrongly blamed for the mistake. Wrongly. Bridge. We crossed the bridge. Bridge. Worried. The children worried about their cat. Worried.
That's R, not an R.
Knocked. I knocked on the door. Knocked. Construction. The building is under construction. Squirted. The orange squirted when I bit into it. Squirted. Physical. The doctor performed a physical exam. Physical. Hungrier. I've never felt hungrier than I do now. Hungrier. Misfortune. Keep hoping, even in misfortune. Misfortune. Definition. No one knew the definition of the word. Definition. Irregular. The job requires irregular hours. Irregular. Splitting. We watched the man splitting logs. Splitting. Schedule. They read tomorrow's schedule. Schedule. Appreciate. I appreciate your hard work. Appreciate. Exhaust. The bus's exhaust was dirty. Exhaust. Desperate. They were desperate to join the game.
Oh, wait.
You can erase.
Okay, well.
Regretted. They regretted it. They regretted their cruel words. Regretted. Exaggerate. Some players exaggerate their abilities. Exaggerate. Consensus. The committee reached a consensus. Consensus. Deceive. The lie was meant to deceive. Deceive. Definitely. They definitely will arrive by noon. Accommodate. This room can accommodate 10 people. Accommodate.
Accommodate.
Okay, we're done.
The whole time?
We're doing this. Sample A. Here. Now, I will ask you to read some sentences. Let's do the first one together. The question is, which word is over? The bird flew above the roof. Which word in this sentence can mean over?
Above.
Above can be the same as over. So the answer is above. Let's try another one. The question is, which word means cold? Her drink was icy and sweet. Which word in this sentence can mean cold?
Icy.
The answer is icy because icy can mean the same as cold. When I turn the page, you will see more sentences. Read each question and sentence carefully and then say or point to the answer. Do you have any questions? Try this one.
Which word means catch? Grab. Which word means near? By. Which word means cap? Lid. Which word means tiny? Small.
Try this one.
Which word means rattled? Shook. Which word means grin? Smile. Which word means suppose? Guess. Which word means brave? Fearless. Fearless. Fearless nature. Well, fearless.
Try this one.
Which word means collapse? Fail. Which word means travel? Ride. Which word means spare? Extra. Which word means center? Core. Which
Try
word
this
means
one.
Which word means private? Separate. Which word means damp? Gloomy. No. Moist. Which word means narrow? Thin. Which word means redeem? Exchange. No. Yeah, exchange. Yeah.
Try this.
Which word means blunt? Hurt. Yeah, hurt. Which word means cruel? Callous. Which word means urgent? Fleeting. Which word means salvage? Recover. Which word means yearn? I don't know what yearn means. Shift. Which word means anticipated? Expect. Which word means remedy? Solution. Which word means agile? Nimble. Which word means burden? Vigorous. Which word means shrill? Piercing. Which word means arrogant? Impolite. Which word means placate? The piece? Which word means miscreant? Neglected? Which word means benefactor? Funded? Which word means received? How do you say it? The word? You can't say it. Received. Prevalent? Which word means tangible? Oh, yeah, I know that one. Oh, solid. Which word means stipend? Shield? Shield. Which word means eminence? Distinguished. Which word means pragmatic? Logical. Which word means exigent? Comprehensive. Which word means levity? Are you sure? No. Sorry. No, earnest. These words are hard. Which word means Avarian? Avarice? Ambitious? Which word means dearth? Worsening?
I need the audio for this. You're going to hear a short story. Listen carefully, and then I will ask you some questions about the story. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Rising up from the South Dakota prairie, rising up from the South Dakota attracts many visitors. The Corn Palace is a large castle-like structure whose walls are covered with corn.
Wait. It's just here on the side.
How did car makers of the past design a new car without the computers they rely on today? First, they...
Are you ready?
How did car makers of the past design a new car without the computers they rely on today? First, they drew a picture of the car. Then they made a 3-foot-long model. Once everyone liked the design, artists shaped a life-size model out of clay so it would be easy to make small changes. Next, they carved a detailed wooden model. Finally, they cut the wooden model into pieces and used these pieces as patterns for the steel parts that would become the new car.
What book might this paragraph appear in? Listen to these titles: Early Car Design, Computers and Design, Making Steel Patterns, The History of Detroit.
Early car design.
After the clay model, what material did car makers use for the next model?
There's no options. Silver? No. Metal? Metal.
In the early years, what was the first step in designing a car? Oh wait, hold on.
Do you want me to put it closer to you so you can hear it?
It's raining cats and dogs. How did such a peculiar phrase come to be part of our language? Some scholars trace it back to the 1500s, when people lived in houses with roofs made of thatch. The thatch, which is like straw, was piled thickly onto a loose framework that had many gaps. Small animals would live or sleep in the roof because the thatching was warm. During a cloudburst, the thatch became slippery. You knew it was raining hard when a cat or dog slid down from the roof.
Okay. Why would animals want to live in a thatch roof?
Because it was shelter.
Why would an animal fall from a thatch roof during a rainstorm?
And then covered as well. I need to hear it again.
What is the main topic of this paragraph? Listen to these choices: thatch, roofing, weather, origin of a phrase, care of pets in the past.
Roofing. Thatched. Yeah, roofing. Same thing.
The frog-eating bat is just one of several kinds of bats found in Latin America. It lives near ponds and searches for its prey at night. Some frogs are deadly if eaten. But this bat avoids them by recognizing the frog's mating call. Many frogs protect themselves by using short calls that are difficult to locate. Even so, the frog-eating bat can find and eat as many.
Last Sunday, I got up really early while Mom and Dad were still in bed. I hurried out to the porch and found what I was looking for. I took it inside and opened it. I knew which sections they always read, so I put Dad's sections on his chair and Mom's on the couch. Then I turned on the coffee maker, knowing that the smell would wake them up. Soon my parents came down the stairs. They were surprised. Then we all sat down and read.
What woke Mom and Dad up?
The coffee.
What did everyone in the story do at the end?
Go down the stairs and... the parents went downstairs and then they read together. I don't know what they read though. Okay.
What is the best title for this story? Listen to these choices. Happy Birthday, Mom. Sleeping Late. A Sunday Surprise. My Lazy Parents.
A Sunday Surprise. No. A Sunday Surprise. No. Yeah, that one. I like that one.
Which one?
Sunday Surprise.
No, sorry. It was this. What was brought in from the porch?
Newspapers? Okay. Is that right?
What games did the girls usually play?
I didn't get that from the story. What games do they play? Pictionary?
How did the boys react to seeing the girls on the field?
I'm sorry, but I don't think you put the audio. You're asking
Oh my God. No, I'm being distracted. Jorge, vete para allá.
It was before Jorge came.
Jorge, ve para allá, por favor. Déjala.
At recess, my friends and I often played kickball or volleyball. At recess, my friends and I ever played was football. No girls were allowed. But on Tuesday, when the recess bell rang, we charged past the boys and started passing Marta's football. The boys didn't like this surprise one bit. They started playing against us. But the real surprise was who won the game.
Okay. What games did the girls usually play?
Kickball.
How did the boys react to seeing the girls on the field?
Excited. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
What is the main idea of this story? Listen to these choices. The girls turn the tables on the boys. Football is more fun than kickball. Boys are better at football than girls. Girls should always play football at recess.
Girls should always play football at recess.
The frog-eating bat is just one of several kinds of bats found in Latin America. It lives near ponds and searches for its prey at night. Some frogs are deadly if eaten, but this bat avoids them by recognizing the frog's mating call. Many frogs protect themselves by using short calls that are difficult to locate. Even so, the frog-eating bat can find and eat as many as 40 frogs in one night.
What do the frogs do to avoid being eaten?
They hide. They hide. Or blend in. No, they hide.
What is the best title for this paragraph?
Frog.
Wait. Listen to these choices. Food for thought, Latin American frogs, sounds made by frog-eating bats, all about frog-eating bats.
All about frog-eating bats.
How could the frogs harm the bat?
It's poisonous.
How does the bat tell whether a frog is dangerous?
By the noises.
It's raining cats and dogs. How did such a peculiar phrase come to be part of our language? Some scholars trace it back to the 1500s, when people lived in houses with roofs made of thatch. The thatch, which is like straw, was piled thickly onto a loose framework that had many gaps. Small animals would live or sleep in the roof because the thatching was warm. During a cloudburst, the thatch became slippery. You knew it was raining hard when a cat or dog slid down from the roof.
Why would animals want to live in a thatched roof?
To keep dry.
Why would an animal fall from a thatched roof during a rainstorm?
Because it's raining.
What is the main topic of this paragraph? Listen to these choices. Thatch, roofing, weather, origin of a phrase, care of pets in the past.
The first one, weather.
When did people begin using the phrase, it's raining cats and dogs, according to scholars?
A long time ago. Like 100 years ago. No, like 20. No, 100.
Okay, we're done. You only need two more.
Okay,
Three more. This one. And
is it another audio?
no more audio.
Put it further so I can see.
Cat
Butt.
Okay. I want you to read some words. When I turn the page, say each word out loud, starting at the top and going across the page. That's the next one. Read the words quickly. Keep reading until I tell you to stop. If you want to, you can point to the words while reading. Ready?
All right.
Start from here. Okay.
Got it.
Wait, hold on.
Tell me when. I can go pretty quick, so.
Um, okay. We have to say them out loud, okay?
Okay.
And start.
And he, this, have, very, table, poke, toothpaste, 15, sure, hours, leftovers, magazine, tongue, pleasure, comfortable, laboratory, wilderness, forfeit, reservation, pigeon, bulged, hypocrite, geezer.
Stop.
Oh, what the? How much
It was
is that?
15 seconds.
Oh, I could have done that faster.
When I turn the page, you will see some more words. Read the words the same way. Remember to read them quickly and keep going until I tell you to stop. Ready? Hold on. I'm gonna put the timer because it's so hard for me to
Put the timer.
yeah.
Tell me when. Yeah. So.
Start.
In, did, said, put, nothing, shine, nighttime, front, unwelcome, wooden, chalkboard, scent, chain, whistle, bought, knowledge, disappointment, cigar, fears, anxious, offended, recognition, argumentative, chaos, bouquet, cyst, melancholy, penitentiary. I said chant instead of scent.
What?
I said chant instead of scent.
Oh yeah. But you fixed yourself.
Wait, it's kind of like.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words wet and splashing. Hold on, give me a second.
I got a good sentence.
Okay. Go.
The girl is getting wet while splashing water. Okay, that'll be.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the word until.
They were going to cross the street until a car hit them. No, but they didn't die.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the word above.
The boy's father put him above his shoulders. Put his son above his shoulders. Put his son above his shoulders. Placed.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the word talks.
The little girl's mother talks on the phone while taking care of the little girl. Oh, you know what I mean? The little girl's mother talks on the phone.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words points, smiling.
The boy is pointing at the clock while smiling.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words when waiting.
The grandparents got excited when their grandchildren got home, considering they had been waiting for so long.
Say a good sentence tells about this picture and use the words without and.
The boy is placing the letters easily on the fridge and without a stairs, a ladder, without a ladder or something like that. I'll keep learning.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words taken, floating.
A picture is taken of this girl while floating. Yeah, that's right. I hate this sock.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words but are.
All these kids are having fun, but are not sharing.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words chosen, helping.
This lady has chosen a helping husband. Okay.
Say a good sentence that tells about this picture and use the words carry, unless.
She carries her clothes to the hamper unless it is too much for her to handle. Mm-hmm.
I want you to read some made-up words. When I turn the page, say each word out loud, starting at the top and going across the page. Okay. Read the words quickly. Keep reading until I tell you to stop. If you want to, you can point to the word while you're reading.
Got it. Red day.
Because you get.
It's volume.
Give me a second. And begin.
It volem zad trems new miffle street club bimist cram blurbing twal exploring are drowned frame slurshing nid centration chlorine slash the bonus.
when I turn the page, you will see more made-up words. Read the words the same way. Remember to read them quickly and keep going until I tell you to stop.
I shouldn't correct myself.
And no correct yourself. Just start.
Ib yed mib pog jewel frog zas frack fab quin shrubful Glop, Gwain, Gleaning Mastrum, Caromplin, Pronersis, Glunch, Edwarping, Son, Unhashi, Abcrescent, Depoy, Leptrus, and Macedent. Debissimid.